Hello YouTube, are you in the need or want to discover some cute upcoming indie games that are like wholesome and cozy? Well then this is the video for you because I accumulated games that give me the same feelings I have whenever I play Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing, games among those lines. So if you're fans of those, I'm pretty sure you're gonna rave about these games that I have accumulated. So there's 5 on this list, and I feel like they're just perfect games to play to distress and relax to. So if you're interested, stay tuned to discover some new goodies. On the list of my most anticipated games is Yokai Inn. I found this one off of Twitter and the color vibes and everything is just up my alley. If you're a fan of like Harvest Moon, Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing, you'll definitely love Yokai Inn. Reading up on the site, it mentions how it's a slice of life sim game where your characters is the owner of an inn. By the looks of it, you are able to farm fish, mine, and craft, all of the while maintaining your inn. You could see like a bunch of cute villagers who are animals, so I guess that's the aspect of like Animal Crossing that they were inspired by. Very cute. I love the art design and everything. I love the warm tones that are consistent in this game throughout all of these screenshots. It just reminds me of like a warm latte cup, and I'm here for it. Yokai Inn is currently still in its early stages, but even in its, unfinished stages, you could see how much potential this game has just by looking at it. And hopefully, fingers crossed, they'll be releasing soon. Coming in second is Mineko's Midnight Market. And if you're a cat lover, this is the game for you, okay? I mean, just one look at it, cats are everywhere, and it's the definition of just yes, give it to me now. It's very adorable and I want to play it. So on Steam, it is described as a narrative-driven social civilization adventure game that celebrates Japanese culture while encouraging players to craft and ultimately enjoy all the cats. Not only just enjoy cats, but you can grow them too. It seems like the main goal of this game at the beginning follows a little girl who finds herself in the middle of a mysterious set of occurrences on the island she inhabits. Locals have been telling the tale of a legendary sun cat known as 𝗙𝗵𝗱 for many years, but recently it seems 𝗙𝗵𝗱 might be more than just a legend. I'm so ready for it, and it seems like they have an assortment of mini games from races to sumo matches. I love the character stylization and everything. It's very nice. You have a little old man dressed in a milk carton. It's just so cute. Like, how many times, like, all the games I'm just gonna show you, I'm just gonna be raving about how cute they are, but that's why they're on this list. You want cute games? Here they are. Try Mineko's Midnight Market. Next, we have Venba. Now, Venba seems like it's going to also be released on Steam. Now, there isn't a set release date, but written on the Steam description, it says it's a narrative cooking game where you get to play as an Indian mom who immigrates to Canada with her family in the 1980s. So it's set back in the olden days, the 80s, which I always love games like that because, I don't know, it definitely hits you with the nostalgic feels when it's in the past or whatnot. So as the player, you will get to cook various different dishes and restore lost recipes because it seems like through the story, when she moved, the mom lost a bunch of her recipes that was very dear to her heart, and losing those recipes is, I guess it feels like she's losing a part of her home. So I guess you as the player goes through this journey of her restoring those lost recipes, holding branching conversations, and explore in the story about family, love, loss, and more. So you've got the game of cooking plus the deep story that is just brings it all together and gives you those warm feelings, which is always the best. So next on the list, we have this very cute game called Teacup, and it just looks like a storybook in the way that they both capture that feeling of sweetness through looking at the artwork. On Steam, it is described as a wholesome narrative adventure game, which is focused on exploration and is non-linear progression. So if you like that, you get to freely roam and choose where your character goes for that set of story. And you as the player get to help a small and shy frog on her journey to find the ingredients she needs for her tea party. So I guess this whole journey is just her trying to find and make the best tea party with her friends. It seems like you meet these cute and adorable characters or townies throughout the world, and I guess you have to go on different missions in order to get your own ingredients. It seems like a fun world to like dwell in. It's adorable and cute. So lastly on the list, I have this game that I have trouble pronouncing, but we're going to try. I think it's pronounced Dordogne, and it's a French title. And what's very unique about this one is this is first time me ever seeing a game that is done in the art style of water paint. It's very cool to look at and it's very intriguing. It's what caught my eye to it, and it made me want to know more about this game. Like the other games that are listed on this one is also a narrative story-driven game in which you play as this character called Mimi. So as Mimi, you visit the house of your deceased grandmother who just recently passed away, and while she's cleaning up after the house, she discovers these letters and puzzles left behind by her grandmother, and she is led onto this journey where she ends up solving and trying to figure out what these puzzles mean and what did her grandmother leave her and wanted her to find through these messages. And it seems like discovering in these letters, it's a little notebook that your character gets to go through, and you are given this little photograph that you also have to take, I guess, if a certain part in the world sparks her memories. She takes a picture and then she puts it in the book and matches it up to whatever her grandmother left, and maybe that connects the puzzles pieces together, who knows. But it says the release date is going to be sometime this year in 2021. Before we end the video, I just wanted to include some honorable mentions of two games that I'm excited about but don't know that much about, to include them in my top 5 most anticipated games, but they are definitely well worth to talk about for sure. First up, we have Mail Time, and it is a cottagecore game where you play as a character with the cutest mushroom hat and you glide around this forest delivering mail to animals. It is unknown when it will be released, but I recommend following the game developer's Twitter to get more updates, and they also post a lot of cute little videos of the game, and it's nice to be blessed with cuteness in your timeline, so definitely recommend. And for the second one is 𝗵𝗺 So the trailer for this one recently came out, and in the description it is explained that you play as this bear called Hank, and he and his friends find an abandoned shack and they turn it into a money-making bed and breakfast scheme for unexpected tourists. As your business expands, so do the mysteries of the forest, and Hank soon finds himself uncovering a plot deeper than the wildness itself. 𝗵𝗺 will be on the Switch and is expected to be releasing sometime in 2020. Alright friends, that's all that I had for my 5 most anticipated games that are going to be hopefully released soon, maybe this year or maybe next year. They all seem like such great games and I can't wait to get my hands on all of them. If you did find some new goodies, let me know which one is your favorite and which one you are most excited about. So until then, see you next video. Bye!